I need to do I need to do a few things before I show a lot of the tweets I'm about to reference and a lot of the material I want to talk about today. These past 72 hours have been the craziest I've been witnessing history, a lot of history, and yeah, this shit is crazy. The other chat right there is EF chat, made by a good friend of mine's. I really don't care if this doesn't get any views or anything like that, though if it does, your thing. Alright. Today, Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University, I think that's what the university name is, was assassinated. Now, of course, I'm not going to show the video, but it's really bad. It's actually really bad. I'm not even exaggerating with that. And there's a special thing about me. I am just I'm so deeply into a lot of leftist spaces, servers, friend groups, anything like that, and the responses from just this assassination, not to mention the Trump assassination, last year, proved to me a lot of leftist people are really psychotic for the dumbest reasons possible. Imagined reasons, deluded reasons, schizo reasons in that sense. Reasons that could be easily resolved simply. And I'd want to show, I have screenshots, but there's a lot of them that they kind of know me a lot. And I mean, they know me a little personally. I don't care at this point. I don't care. These people need to, a lot of these people need to see how it fucking comes across to just normal people. Of course, some people will say you're not normal, you're crazy, you're schizo, you're this, you're that, you're the extremist right-wing Nazi. That Nazi, by the way, is one of the base justifications for a lot of the political violence. But there's a lot of that basis is very faulty at best, and it's, I don't like using the word vindication because it's very inappropriate at this time, and it's only said for something that, oh shit, this has speaker. Yeah, okay. It's only said when your point that you've been saying, drumming to other people's ears for years, has been finally proven, and they're being said by mouths that these fucking dickheads only care about now, like Israel, all that stuff. You know, despite him being very much influenced by such lobbying, he doesn't deserve to die. That's the thing. Despite all the justifications, he gun rights or gun deaths, all that stuff. He wants to be dead because I'm gay and or whatever. But maybe stop being gay. Have you thought of that? I don't know. I don't know. It's a simple. But listen, I shouldn't joke like that because half the time I am serious. Like, it's a simple solution. You know it is. We both know, but you're stubborn. At the other hand, it's like it's not that simple. You're very hurt. I can see you in the eyes. But at the same time, though, it doesn't give you any leeway to be a psychotic person in terms of life and death. So I want to read a lot of the things. I want to read my own tweet because it's something that I think should be. Let me leave this. I'm going to talk about Iryna Zarutska and her murder in Charlotte, North Carolina as well. I think these two can be connected in such a way that I don't think anybody has even given thought of. But listen, I said here, pray for Charlie Kirk. Those are the 4 words that anyone who is practically a decent human being, and it's actually, I don't want to say, oh, it's ironic, it's funny, it's flipped. I don't like playing that game because it's on the same merit of someone saying, imagine if it was the other way around. Imagine if why these double standards. Saying that gets us nowhere. Saying that gets us zero progress on anything else, and it's stupid to say. But immediately when I see right-wing accounts, conservative accounts, even people who lambasted against Charlie Kirk for the associations and lobbying efforts that have been made from, the orange juice people, they all immediately say, pray for him. But what was the immediate leftist reaction for this? It's celebration. Vapid, immense celebration that is so disgusting. I don't need to reiterate it, but it's psychotic. And this is like I need to actually disassociate from a lot of these people. Most of these people, a lot of them are friends, but if I see you posting that publicly, no matter what the justification you have already prepared for me to hear, I'm not gonna listen. I'm just gonna unfollow. I'm not gonna block you. I want to still see that, but I don't care. I don't care what you have to say. I say pray for Charlie Kirk. From my online point of view, I'm seeing way too many celebrations of this event, but such celebrations never come from normal people with sane minds nor happy lives at all. Never. They never come from normal people at all. And I don't even know this guy. Mutual person here. I know I shouldn't weigh these things seriously, but it's like, used to follow them. I'm like, and they call me pussy. I'm like, what do you mean pussy? Like, a guy probably is dead, or he's fighting for his life. He didn't deserve it. Like rightly, like, I don't like doing this. Like, it looks like very woman coded and something like that to do this live here, but like, we rightly made fun of conservatives for being bad at sex, but what? But Charlie Kirk just proved they have absolutely unparalleled throat game. I get the jokes thing, but you can tell the base emotion from them is pure, unadulterated joy from this, and yeah, no, not it. And then there's this report that he actually he has a pulse. Let me actually hear this, because let me see. Can't hear shit.
I just read your tweet to the audience. Are you hearing that from people who are in a position to know that Charlie
I am.
that he's alive and that he's in critical?
I am. Spoke to somebody in a position who knows, who said he has a pulse. So that's good news. Good news. I have to tell you, Nate, my daughter was at the tent. She's 19 years old.
Oh, God.
And she's on her way home now. But this is
it's bad, and it's a lot of this deserve that. And here's the thing, though, For some people who might see this in the future, I'm gonna make this into a regular video. I'm putting this live first and then putting it as a video. People are gonna go through my Twitter and point to this tweet or some other tweets that I've made in the past, but more specifically this tweet. As of currently, the average taxpayer cost to house one prisoner in the U.S. is $65,000, when one 22mm bullet costs 5 to 15 cents. Now here's the difference though. He deserves it. He murdered Iryna Zarutska in cold blood for no reason. He already had a justification that she said the hard R towards him, you know, as a word that is any rational reason to murder someone. Most people who aren't rational thinking sane people would think that is a retarded reason. And yeah, it's not the same thing. They like to liken it to George Floyd in the sense of it being the inverse. It's not the same thing either. It's not the same thing. You know why. And it is about race in the end of the day too. And you know why that for that too. Okay, other thing too, from this guy, Revenant. This guy had me blocked before, I don't know why, but I'm on a new account now, just to avoid a lot of blocks, because I'm that guy. But listen, it's fucking... Oh, wait. Let me test this out. Hello, 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 hello. Let me test this out. Hello, 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 hello. Let me... Alright, alright. This is what he says. Revenant says, the footage of Charlie Kirk's shooting was exactly what leftists wanted from the attempts on Trump's life, by the way. They wanted a clip of Trump's head exploding on live television. They'd spam it everywhere for the rest of your natural life. Internalize how evil these people are. I actually have a screenshot where I commented. I need it. Okay, wait. There's a lot of crazy shit. Not like gore or some shit. Not some illegal shit, but I mean like, it's very a little risque, but it's on YouTube thumbnails. I don't think I'm gonna be in danger. I need to go to one of my screenshots I have, because I think this is one of the most... Okay, wait, not that. Pertinent ones that I think sums up my sentiments towards the entire thing. Oh, it just made another subfolder. That is really bad. Okay, wait. Let me drop that. There's a... I don't know why that's a really... Fuck it. I'm just like dropping all this here because I want to vent this out at the same time though. There's this one right here. Let me get back to the regular one. Okay. I said I have put myself in a lot of leftist spaces, servers, friend groups, and the response to Charlie Kirk's assassination is the most psychotic thing I've ever seen. And a guy named Jacob, he has a big Twitter account, a little bit, but I mean, and he said like the party of inclusivity is the most radically psychotic partisan bunch of communists on the fucking planet. Real, true, real and true. The Chinese look more reasonable than those assholes. What he's saying is true. What he's saying is true. And there's another one was like says like screenshot everyone, blah blah blah. That's what I'm doing because I want proof that these people are not normal. That these people are not normal. By the way, that they he's dead. Damn. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Rest in peace. Rest in paradise. I don't know why I do this, but it's like, please don't post the fucking gore shit, dude. Don't do that. Yeah. Yeah, he's died. Damn. Fuck that, man. Fuck that. Unless there's a definitive report, I don't know if he's alive or not, anything like that. Let me go. Yeah, no, this shit is a little lagging. I haven't read through this. Let me go through this because it's from Ancient Aesthetics. Aesthetica. It's not loading. Load! Load. Okay. Definitely worth celebrating, and the holier than thou crowd can walk into the sea. Thousands of children died, so Kirk can take the NRA money. Pedo sky, yeah, blue sky. I can't even imagine what it's what is it even like on Blue Sky. I have an account on there, but obviously I'm not the demographic who's guys. I'm slowly phasing out of my Twitter account because of Elon. Elon. Um. Fuck, that is a really retarded fit. But listen, I'm not that type of guy. And so what video game? So what video game did the Charlie Kirk shoot? Yeah, no, these guys are psychotic, man. I gotta keep saying it because it's fucking true. I can't live with myself without just not doing this type of thing. Don't be a goal about Charlie Kirk. No, white lips. You don't get to tell me that I don't get to talk my shit about a man who, on multiple occasions, has pushed for an America where folks like me get killed to cleanse the land. Y'all can kiss my ass with that suggestion. Oh yeah, that's it with the race stuff too. No, you're not that important. You're not that important. That's the other big thing too. They're narcissistic, egotistical people too. It's just like really bad. Having an armed citizenry comes with a price, and that is part of liberty. Yeah, they're trying to make it into like a big gotcha hypocrisy contradiction. You got killed from your own policy. That's not the point that you really want to make, do you? Really? You really think that's the point that you really want to make? I'm generally confused at so much of my feed being filled with "Don't celebrate Charlie Kirk being shot because this gives Trump the go-ahead to violently crush opposition." Did you mean to add faster to the end of that sentence? Like he wasn't waiting for an impetus? It's happening already. At least that's one thing that they got right. Yeah, it's like come on, dude. Let me oh yeah, I need to tweet this stream out and I think I'm IP banned from downloading too many of my own liked videos. Oh, I need to self share this with fuck. Oh wait. This is a really good shit. There's this other tweet right here from Revenant. Trump must respond to Charlie Kirk's shooting with political persecution. Left-wing influences need doors kicked down, homes raided, assets confiscated, as was done to right-wingers and conservatives under Biden's DOJ. The FBI should raid Destiny's home and say he brandished at them. That's some real shit, honestly. Real nigga shit. Let me give it a vote. I think there's a lot of tabs I have open. All right. There's this one tweet just celebrating again. I have some specific screenshots from other people, but they know me a bit more personally. I don't think I should do it. There's some other ones like calling for more political violence, more political violence. Netanyahu next, JD Vance. Like I don't like Netanyahu, but I mean, really, really, JD Vance next. Y'all Americans finally did something right. No man, no man. What the fuck is wrong with you? No, some messages like this, Nazi down. One of the big like oh, he's a Nazi. He's moderate at best. Listen to me, he's moderate at best. He's not a Nazi. The fuck are you talking about? Like like anyone the same Jacob from the EF chat thing right there. Anyone celebrating the heinous act of shooting Charlie Kirk today is sadly part of the problem in this country. If you cannot respect other people with differing opinions and tolerate the right for, like, he died exercising the First Amendment. Like, holy shit. If you cannot respect other people with differing opinions and tolerate their right to speak them, then there are other places for you, but America is not one of them. That's like one of the most tamest. That's the most tamest tweet, like in support of Charlie Kirk. I need to restate again that the immediate reactions to, yeah, he's dead. Yeah, it's actually confirmed. I have zero sympathy for Nazis, by the way. Don't even bother. Yeah, no, this guy. Not even following. It's just a list thing. Thank God I'm not following this fucking. Kirk may be a piece of gar. They are innocent and deserve a real father figure who isn't a fascism, right? What the fuck is wrong with it? Where did they even get? Look, I've been in the space a lot. I've been like really deep into a lot of these spaces, a lot longer, a lot deeper into these people. He's not those two things. You gotta be a big master retard to even think that. Yeah, he's actually. Yeah, no trial and death penalty. Yeah, yeah, no, these guys are really. Yeah, today is yeah. A lot of these people, mostly leftists and mostly the government people associated. Rubicon has been crossed not by Trump or MAGA, but by the far left. Randy Paul can shove his book reports up his ass. Fuck everyone who played footsie with these dark demonic forces. We will not be scolded any longer. Yeah. Jesus Christ. They're even doing, yeah, they're doing all this. We're doing the same shit because these guys have done the same shit to us, to collectively, like to, and a big one, a big tweet, a big important tweet from Mackenzie. Today's reminder in these times why anonymity is important online and why so many are desperate to be rid of it. They want you, they want your full name, your full face. They want to know where you live so they can go into the house and kill you. For just saying, like, I don't think we should give hormonal changing chemicals to people under the age of 18 or anybody at all, you know? And they equate that to, you literally want me dead? Oh my god! No! We just don't want you to hurt yourself even further. That is just a very... it's just... Fucking, I look really ridiculous when doing that, but it's to prove a point. These guys... We don't want you dead. We want you to get help. Just not the help that you want. Because that's going to make you self-destruct even further. Not conversion therapy too either, by the way. When that... It hasn't worked. Hasn't worked. Some other way. Yeah. As Carta Blanca. The next few days. Make the most of it. Yeah. Like, the craziest thing is, they say, they call everyone Nazis. That's the thing. Charlie Kirk was a moderate one, though. You can't, like, as this Aesthetica account says, like, you can't imagine what happens after this. You literally can't imagine what happens after this. And apparently this is the guy who did it. Yeah, it might not even be him. Some crazy shit like that, bro. Oh, okay, Sunovich. Like, as much as I like to clown on him for that one article of him describing his sexual experience with a trans woman, this is a really good point. In 2018, a man who attended one of... let me blow this up on the screen. I was watching myself on the side. Just want to see... and also this chat right there, but... Okay. In 2018, a man who attended one of my events was attacked violently by Antifa. CBS News claimed that people at my event clashed with the thugs. It was a violent, unprovoked attack by the far left. The media wants us all killed. Yeah, if you think like me and you hate journalists, you don't hate them enough. You don't. They're raising the bar of hating them so much, so frequently. It's bad. It's bad. I don't even know why people would go for journalism unless to be a really, really bad propaganda machine for the wrong side of history. They always like that saying, "You're gonna be the wrong side of history." No, no, no. Sorry, GG Unlucky. I think it's you this time. I think it's you this time. 100 years from now, I don't think we're gonna be on the wrong side of history. Right-wing celebration turned violent in Midtown this weekend after police. This is like very old news, but yeah, no, it's bad. It's bad, dude. I can't even like go through different As the other thing about Iryna Zarutska, there's a you know what the craziest part about this story is? Um it was basically not covered for like a day, like a full day or two, a day and a half by the mainstream media. It was only being talked about so much on Twitter about for these past 2 days, and then there's this event right here. And here's the thing, though. Let's go to the Wikipedia article of this. Okay, the killing of. Okay, there's the actual, but I can't show it because it's actually it itself is bad too. This killing, or not killing, but the murder of Iryna Zarutska was not covered by the mainstream news for like a day and a half, which is unheard of. It was only talked about on Twitter for the most part. And from that statement from earlier, which I'm going to bring up right now, it's these people got to be just put away. I mean, just not put away, but killed. They need to be ended straight up, and they deserve it. They deserve it. I'm not talking about let's TND something like no. These like I think for the ones who can comprehend, like for the ones who are actually black and can comprehend what I'm saying and can agree with it, they're not the ones that they're not the ones that are going to be involved in this type of like persecution of some sorts. There's a reason why we don't have the public transportation of Europe or the really good ones of Japan or anything like that. It's because of the people. It's because what we are. Not me, obviously not me, but I mean like collectively and certain sects of the population who are dangerous, more dangerous than usual, and that's the reason most people like to avoid it. Say no, it's about lobbying, it's about them shutting it down, it's about them being greedy, it's about them being this and that. No, damn well it is not about that. Like she didn't even do anything to deserve it. That's like the worst part about it. we have seen such we've seen things such as this coming, and all the so-called far alt-right have warned for years, yet we get pushed out and despised. Real. Just real. I know a lot of people are not gonna be uh, too fond of this video when it does come out in video form, and it's I was gonna make a very funny video after the Bible thing, but I think this is a lot more of a fitting thing in the sense of being a bit more serious, and then not immediately going towards a serious into a funny video about some poster. And it's something to think about whenever you're out. Whenever a lot of the times when people think of becoming figures in these spheres, political more specifically, or just trying to be outspoken, there is always that risk of you being assassinated, like how Fuentes was going to be killed when that one person around a few months ago, almost I think to a year ago, after he made someone, going to his address, going to his house, and then someone right after having a gun with them, and then was very close to being shot. That's like one of the probably the biggest reasons to I'm actually accidentally leaking someone's private. Fuck. I I don't. It's nothing like personal, really personal. I think that's one of the main reasons why most people are just unknown. They just want to stay unknown, and fucking hell, dude, it's the turning point of the USA, and it's a really fitting name at the same time too. Yeah, I just either thing. It's like bad. Like I don't. Like for me, this is my uh genuine sentiments. That's the thing. I'm not saying this, to get on um someone's good side. Anything like this is my immediate reaction. Holy shit! Pray for fucking Charlie Kirk. Pray for him, man. And like the real assassin got away. That's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. He's not gonna get away. It's like this is like the second unifying thing. Like anything else after this would be like a crazier thing. Another assassination. Another assassination. Yeah. Death cults, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty bad. And here's the thing, though, too. Ris mors non frustra elite. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it's French. I don't know. Most of the people who are celebrating this don't even realize this could have been them. Oh, but that could have never been me. I don't hold this Nazis beliefs. I don't hold this white supremacists anti-trans beliefs. It doesn't matter what the beliefs you hold. It matters that life was lost. That's the thing. That's the thing that most people cared about. Even look, before this whole thing, I didn't really like Charlie Kirk in the sense of he was being lobbied from the orange juice people and a lot of other things too, but he didn't deserve to die. That's the main thing that all these people have. That was the immediate reaction that every single right wing, just mostly, every single right wing account has had. Here's the thing, though. I do think, despite the whole like crazy, edgy, George Floyd memes and all that stuff that you would probably see on IG reels, deep down, every single one of those people who have made those types of videos have. I don't think dissident right or the right wing have genuinely celebrated such event from. I don't even think that's ever happened. Like in the inverse, I'm doing the same thing that I scolded about, molded about earlier, but I don't think that's happened. I please, I want someone to prove me wrong. Please, I want someone to prove me wrong about that statement I just made. I'm afraid that I might never get proven wrong. That's like scary as shit. And you know what's the craziest part too? My dad called me right before the stream, talking to me about this. I already knew about it. I'm like, holy shit, it's really gotten that big because I'm assuming that it went on Spanish news too. That's the thing. It's that big of a news type of thing that went multi-language, multilingual, and fuck, dude. Rest in peace. Yeah. 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 Proper respects, all that stuff. Fuck it, let's go into a flame war on Twitter. Fuck. No, no, no. Seriously though. It's just over one reply. Like most people don't even pay attention to me. And that's actually very much of a blessing. I've nuked my own account because I knew if I was still having the same amount of followers, I would be fucking like fuck you, you fucking fascist sympath, like you're brown, they would kill you. No. I think I'd be an exception. And the thing is, I'm not making any straw mans or anything like that. Whoa, who the fuck? What the fuck is this guy sending me? Okay. What is this space about? That is Marco in the fall. There's a lot of these prominent people here.
And we cannot let this happen again. You know, and I pray for people like Myron who are doing, you know, something very similar, just like Charlie Kirk was killed doing.
Public
And
in the
I pray
streets
for
as
Myron
well.
because
He could
um,
easily
you know, if this happened once, it could happen again.
he could
And we
easily
just
get
need to make sure that this
the fuck is
cannot
that?
happen again. And the media and our ignorance to the vast mental illness epidemic in this country are directly responsible for not just spewing.
Day before 9/11 is crazy. Yeah, that too is crazy. I think even something even crazy is gonna happen on that day too. Body found in. Okay, I don't know the day. D4VDS David's car. I don't know who that is. I know that's more likely an online thing. A Ukrainian woman and a guy who just speaks all in the same week. Yeah, shit's gonna get crazier after this.
Joy of spreading his word, and he did it in places where he knew he wasn't welcome. And that, in my opinion, makes him someone that was quite special. Now, I didn't agree with everything that Mr. Kirk said, but the fact that some sick individual took this man from his wife and his children is abhorrent. And my God, I hope they throw the book at him. But go ahead, Tristan. I'm
Death
sorry.
penalty, instant death penalty.
Yeah, you made a very good point a minute ago, Single, where you said about the media spreading dangerous rhetoric. As a man who suffered this myself, I think the word of today is dehumanization. And that's something that we all need to look for in the media and ignore when we see it.
Okay, I don't like muting this because dehumanization. They say you're dehumanizing us. No, we never do that. Okay, not never, but I mean, not in the way that you think. You're just deluding yourself once again. No strawman shit. This is some real shit. We just want you to come back home. A lot of the times we want you to come back home. In a lot of the ways, identity-wise, ideological-wise, come back home. We miss you. Your family misses you. Your friend misses you. They pretend to, you know, be cordial, but they miss you. They miss the real you, that you were jovial, enjoyable to be around. All the positive traits that you wish you had, you saw in other people, and seeded and molded them out, you know?
He was shot and they only hit his ear and they missed. And I watched these liberals celebrate. I watched Tenacious D on stage. I used to listen to their shitty music when I was a teenager, talking about, oh, I hope they don't miss Trump next time. Because in their mind, they're doing the right thing. And it's all because of a process of dehumanization. And the media should not be allowed to do this to people. They should not be allowed.
TMD. Holy shit. Enough is enough. There needs to be a reckoning, dude. That is some crazy shit. Imagine getting texts from your dad that is just that. Holy shit. I need to save a lot of these tweets. This is war. Okay. Imagine they will do to you. No mercy anymore. Yeah. Rest in paradise, Charlie Kirk. I don't care if this gets me shit. I don't really care if this gets me fucked. But I can't live with myself without ever talking about this in the way that I have today. I'm not ending it right now. I want to I want to be a bit more. I want to prolong this stream a bit more. I don't know who this guy is. It's expect that normal people who hasn't really said anything or who aren't even on social media have to live with the reality that that could happen to them. Oh, it wouldn't happen to them if they were in such pieces of shit. It wouldn't happen to them if they were in such Nazis pieces of shit. They're not Nazis. They just want a normal life. They want a normal country who that isn't insane. But you guys are the ones who are the catalyst of such insanity.
This will change or should change the
Sarah,
way
we might
we.
actually, sorry, we might actually have video.
Okay.
Hold on, it's interesting. So this is from OSIN Technical. Newly posted photo shows what appears to be an individual on the roof of the Lose Center at the university in the moments before Charlie Kirk was shot. If you recall, this was the center that was identified as where the shot came from that targeted Charlie Kirk. The distance from where the shooting happened to actually where Charlie Kirk was at was about 375 feet. If this is the area. And then I'm trying to see. Give me one
Did
second.
you say
75
375
feet.
feet?
Yeah, 375 feet, which is not long. And
Wow.
so it looks like there's actually a video where you can kind of see afterwards. It's you know what? I'll share it in the nest so that people can see it. But again, this is from OSIN Technical, so you guys can kind of scroll through it. But yeah, it does show an individual shortly before the shooting being on the roof, and then he kind of lays it all out on a thread.
Have
There.
they identified that
No,
person
not yet.
as being the
All
shooter
right,
or?
no, this is just speculations, but
Oh
it
shit.
matches where,
Wait.
if we recall, the new.
Oh no. This is a Mentis Wave tweet under a Destiny 2. I really, please, oh Destiny, don't. I know it's gonna be retarded. Uh, force him to disavow political violence has the most idiotic statement you've made in a while. It's really easy for any functioning adult with a rational worldview to do this, much as I do. So I disavow political violence on all sides, and I do so too. I genuinely do so too. This is not difficult. Let's see. Defeating an evil. Defeating the evil. This is what's gonna happen. The same things. The same thing that always happens. But Republicans are gonna spin conspiracies, blame the left, and force them to disavow political violence, all while refusing to acknowledge any of the extremism on their side or how Trump is the one turning up the violent rhetoric in this country. I you wouldn't need to if there wasn't such presence already of that before then.
Important. I think it's something I've done in the past. You know, I've always taken an opportunity to meet up with whenever I'm at an event, meet up with those on the right if I can. You know, like Nick Sorter, I've met up with him. You know, just hang out. We disagree completely on so much, but at the same time, I think we can. I think America needs to see more of those on both sides coming together, not for politics, but just as people.
The shit is getting cut off.
Just about everything when it comes to politics. But at the same time, we're human beings, and I think it's good to talk to one another.
Yeah, I will say on behalf of Tristan, we've done some spaces where I've been very critical of him, and he sent me very, very nice and warm messages where we had just disagreed. And I think that that is that's telling as to
Yeah.
somebody's character, as to they are willing to have a discussion.
And this is the reason why a lot of people want to stay anonymous. Oh, you're such a pussy. Why do you want you should have your face out there. You should have your full legal name out there. Yeah, I don't care what he said. I don't care even if it. I don't care. He was killed. That's what matters. Now there's like the more like rational ones, like, come on. What else are they saying? Are they saying anything or are they all muted? Hello? I'm not hearing anything. Yeah, no, this shit. My dad is
Stream, and
okay,
it's
there we go.
intensely sad. And I think the way we get back to a civil society is by teaching children and teaching ourselves, frankly, that just be.
Okay. I do want to say this though. That bullet, it's not my original statement, but I do want to make this an emphatic point in this video. That bullet did kill the moderate right. It really did. Imagine all the students right in front of Charlie Kirk, witnessing a murder right in front of them, gory, bloody, simply because of what he was thinking. It doesn't matter what, like, I know it sounds like I have no response to that statement. So here's my in-depth response to, I don't care. Even if it was such
But
thing.
Ed, he wanted to thank you for your kind words.
And it's not the point it's not the point you think you're making. It's not the point you think you're making when you quote that quote from him in essence of in light of his assassination. It's probably more of a reason to have such things in place, because if more people were allowed to hold firearms like in that kind of campus, in that kind of way, like in such a more of a civilized society, I think they would have seen such old man or a person with such a rifle, and he would have they would have just gotten him down and that. Like the difference between the Trump assassination and it failing, and then this one and it succeeding. Fuck, dude. Nigga had secret agents and he didn't. It's very bad.
That period. And this reminds me of not quite bleeding Kansas, but it's more like when the disagreements in the border states and the states expanding west were so intense that the pro-slavery and anti-slavery factions just they got into violence between these communities.
Yeah, that's this other thing too. I just thought of right now. Let me I want to go through more of the timeline shit too, because there's a really even if I was I would have a lot more pushback if I was my bigger account, but I don't care. Oh yeah, let me get rid of this. It's time for me to disassociate, just break away from a lot of these people. A lot of these people, they are not to be reasoned with. Not worth wasting your time, wasting my time, more specifically, more personally for me, wasting my time talking to them. Like, fuck this, I'm out of here. Fuck this. These people are not normal people. Now, of course, when I do say they're not sane, they're not happy at all, they're not even like decent, they're not respectful, I do think I am really right on my money when I say that most of them are very mentally ill in a very serious way that you probably would imagine in the pictorial sense that you are familiar with. And I don't know why my fucking head's like doing this and doing that, but I'm trying to emphasize right now that I need to stop talking to these people, because it's one thing to celebrate it in private, it's one thing to do that, but for it to be public out there, yeah, no, I don't respect you anymore. Now, I've tolerated like a few times, no, so many half measures of uh tolerating these people. And it's like, fuck that, fuck this. And even if it means isolating, even if it means isolating myself uh away from these people, and it being like the only form of interactions I have with other people, I don't care. I'd rather be with people who would pray for me than the people who would just laugh with me in the sense of in some game. I'd rather be with those people because I know they're just better people in general. Not in status, but I mean in moral character. That's the big thing that I'm trying to get across. And yeah, it's yeah, Sunovich, we cannot. Oh wait, let me get this screen on. Here's the thing though. I have no response to that whole quote thing, in the sense of, it's not even worth responding to it, nor is it worth entertaining, because it's not the point that you're really trying to make. It's not the point you think you're making. It really is not. We cannot and will not let rage take hold, as such emotions are from the chaotic demons worshipped from the left. The country's fury is righteous, and those who are wicked will face justice, maybe sooner than they realize. Real shit. Yeah, never been a better time. Yeah, rough week for people who don't like watching innocent people um, being brutally murdered. It's just because okay, there's two spheres of this. There's the racial part where the Iryna Zarutska, white woman who was brutally murdered by a black guy in the train for no fucking reason. You tried to make up a reason on the spot. We've heard it. I'll play you the clip right here. Manufacturing such reason, such as for a word, to anyone who's sane, to anyone who's rational, to anyone who has a brain, that is retarded. But no, you got to say the nigga word in front of me, say the N word in front of me, and see what happens. That type of rhetoric is retarded, and also very revealing as well, because they don't like white people at all. And no, man, no. Okay, let's see what Hassan and Abi. Let's see what Hassan and Abi.
Where you can click. Oh, he's dead. Oh my God, he's definitely dead. Oh my God, I can't believe I just saw that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, he definitely got shot in the neck. Oh my God. Oh, fuck.
He's like, oh, holy shit. I don't want to say anything else. It's just like, what do you think he's actually thinking? What do you think he's actually thinking? I'm actually so curious right now. Let me speed this shit up. I can't take this.
Oh yeah, no, that footage. That you do not want to see that. You do not want to see that. You do not want to see that. That footage, the close-up footage shows very clearly, immediately blood pouring out of his jugular. He gets shot in the neck, blood pouring out of his jugular, like an unimaginable amount of blood pouring out of his jugular. There's very, very little chance that he survived that. I don't know if he did, but it doesn't seem like it. Oh my God, that was fucking devastating. Holy shit, I don't know what to say. Oh my Lord. Oh.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa. Even his chat is like, holy shit. Rest in peace, all that stuff. Even he's having some, wow. I don't even think he's faking this shit. I think this is a real reaction.
Jesus Christ. Holy fuck, America is so absolutely fucked.
So that's his socialist side coming out. Woo! I trust society cannot function when the dregs abuse its liberties and rights. Yeah. It's. I think that's all I need to say on this. I'm gonna make this into a video, and I feel like, okay, listen. I think I'm gonna part with this message at the end of this. I'm gonna part with this message. With the tweets that I've made, I feel like I'm gonna get massively attacked from multiple people that have been following me for years. I don't care. He didn't deserve to die, and also on YouTube too. I don't care, because it's not even the viewpoint. It's brutal. Iryna Zarutska didn't deserve to die. It is about race. That's why people don't really like taking the subway, even though, or any form of public transportation, because there are crazy people who are like that, and it's bad. Bad state. I'll probably gonna log out for a while, and yeah. I don't want to say anything, but just prepare. Chaos, as my history teacher once said, like almost a year or so ago, the chaos is coming. The chaos is coming. Prepare. God be with ye.